Good morning from Izmir, the third largest city in Turkey, apparently with a population of about 3 million people, which makes it larger than any city in England, other than of course London. Now we've got quite a few days here, so the video might be spread out. Let's go and have a look around. Now, plenty of tourists come to Izmir as their starting point to see the ancient city of Ephesus, and we'll probably do that as well, but there's plenty of other stuff to see, so let's go and have a look around. First of all, we're in this lovely park, lovely row of trees behind me, in this obelisk. Not quite sure what it's in aid of, but it looks pretty cool. We're going to head off to the bazaar shortly, have a look around there. Hopefully it's not quite as crazy as the one in Istanbul. Off we go. Quick correction, before we head off to the bazaar, we're actually going to head to another ancient city, the city of Smyrna. But first, there's some hungry cats, and I'm going to feed them. So I tried to feed the dogs here in Izmir. He's not interested in food, he just wants to come for a walk with us. Alright mate. Alright, we're finally on our way out the park. It took longer than expected because I had to stop about 15 times to feed cats and dogs, but that's life. So after walking down a pretty busy shopping street, this mural behind me, next to a multi-storey car park, we found the ancient city. All very random. It looks like it's 130 lira to get in, which is about £3.60. Let's go. Absolutely no queue to get in, as the call to prayer interrupts me, it sounds like, on the other side. Yeah, there's no queue to get in, obviously. It is mid-November now that we're here, way out of tourist season. We've basically got the place to ourselves, bar a couple of other people, so let's get in there. Basically straight off the bat here, we're in a Tomb Raider level. This is immaculately preserved, to be honest. Now, as this sign's just told me, the water flowing through the channels here is actually from an unknown source. Still to this day, they don't really know where it's coming from. But it used to be kept and used in workshops here in the ancient city. And as you can see, it's still pretty free flowing here. Now, considering these were built by the Romans, some of these drainage ditches are probably better than modern ones, to be honest. They're still holding up pretty bloody well. This inscription on the stone behind me here honours the chief priest of the province of Asia. And how old do you think it is? Because it looks in pretty good nick. It's about 1800 years old. Doesn't stuff like that just blow your mind that it's still sat there, looks alright? meeting the local cats, a couple of very friendly guys. We emerged at this bit now that looks like it's still being excavated, or bits that have been excavated that still have to be sorted. Now, as I mentioned earlier, it's mid-November, and the last couple of days we've had some pretty brutal storms. Phoebe even thinks she saw a bit of snow on one of the cars in Istanbul before we left. But the sun's back out again today. I've got this windbreaker on, and to be honest, I'm feeling pretty warm again. I think we've been blessed with some decent weather, it looks like. Forecast of 20, 21 later in the week, so fingers crossed it stays this way. Let's keep going. Now, the siren that you just heard behind me then is a bit of a stark reminder that we are just literally in the middle of the city here. There's streets on all four sides of these ruins, and if you are coming here and you're walking down that busy shopping road and you're thinking we're in the wrong place, there ain't no ancient city here, just keep following the map and it'll appear out of nowhere. Right, now it is finally time to head to the bazaar. Whether or not my new mate's coming with me, I don't know. No, he's distracted. Let's get out of here. Well, that one's a little bit more relaxed than the Grand Bazaar in Istanbul, which makes it more of a pleasure to have a wander around. We're now going to go in search of some food. Konak Pier. We'll check in again there. Well, we made it over here, and there's a bit of an incident going on behind us. From what I can make out, there's a guy stood there with a gun against his head. And there's the Turkish equivalent of a police riot van and people in army gear with shields and guns. So we're getting away from it as quick as possible. Safe from the active gunman outside. We've got pretty nice views, so we're going to have some dinner. Afterwards we'll go and explore the park. See you in a minute. Right, nice lunch, albeit about 3 times the price of what we'd have paid out there. You've got a cinema in here and a bunch of shops. To be honest, a lot of the shops look closed, so mainly just these market stalls behind me. Let's get back outside and head off to the park. It's not the worst looking tram station in the world, is it? Lovely shoreline and beautiful palm trees everywhere. We're going to take a meander back to our apartment now, along the shoreline, heading north. We'll see what we can see on the way. Off we go. Obviously good fishing here because all the way up this coast there's people fishing. Not sure what they're fishing for, but there's plenty of people eating mussels around. Every street corner in both Istanbul and here you seem to see people selling the old chestnuts, corn and mussels. We're heading off from the park now, turning back into the city. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more travel adventures, and I'll see you next time.